Now, as a next step, what we will do, now that we have a memory file, I will also give you a memory file out of my output for all the people who have not been able to, create their own memory file in the same dashboard, in the same drive. You will see after week 1 folder. Okay. Over there, you will see 04 memory MD. You just download this. This is your new memory file, which is the output that we just received at this recent step. All right. What I will do, I will create the same folder in fact, I'll create a new folder here so that for all the people who are using OneDrive, I have created new memory as a folder there. I am uploading the file, which is my new memory file. Okay. I'll just quickly check if, okay, let's put this. So I've uploaded the new memory file for both OneDrive as well as your Google Drive. So I would request all the people who have not created their own memory out of ChatGPT or Claude, you can download that. All right. As a next step, what we will do, we will go back to the project source on ChatGPT, delete the current memory file. I will see on the screen you have on the right you have menu option. There is a remove button there. Okay. Just delete your old memory file. On Claude, the moment you go to your project, okay, if you go to your projects, on your project, once you click on it, you will see files on the right. Just delete your memory.md there, and we will upload a new file in the files upload from device, and you will upload a new file which I just gave to you or you yourself created. Okay, I just uploaded the new file. It has 81 lines for me here. I go back to ChatGPT, add sources, upload this, and memory MD, I upload that file also. Give me a thumbs up if you have been able to replace your memory file on ChatGPT as well as Claude, whoever is using which tool. Give me a thumbs up. Very nice. Give me a yes in chat if you are able to do this. I will, Manish, come to that question a bit later. Let's complete this flow first for everybody, and we'll come to that question. So we just went to existing source section or file section. We deleted the existing memory file and we uploaded the new memory file. All right. Please remember the name that we kept was same. That is because in my project instructions, I have given that name. All right. That is the primary reason I have kept the name as 04 memory again and not a new name, because that is the file which will be referred to, because in my project instructions as well as the prompt, I have mentioned that name. Okay. Everybody understands that? Give me a thumbs up. Now what we will do, there is next week data which we have come to right now. So let's assume we have gone past a week. New ticketing data has come up. We are trying to upload the same in the same project, but we will do it in a new chat. All right. What I will do, I will basically upload in your same folder you have after week 1. In that, now in next step, you will see week 2, 04 folder week 2, which has sample next week.csv. All right. What we'll do, we will simply download that CSV. This is exactly the same Excel format, but the data is different this time. All right. If you look at this, the data will be completely different this time. Earlier, we had some tickets. This time we will have new tickets, which will be with new teams. All right. So I'll just save this for you, and I will put the same in the new folder which we just created on OneDrive. Next week data will be the folder name. Okay. I'll just upload that for you guys. So everybody who is not able to download it using your Google Drive should be able to download it from your OneDrive. It is sample next week file, which is a CSV file. Please download this file. This is exactly the when I say replica, I mean in the structure, the data is different. All right. If you want, I quickly show you that. So I'll quickly open these files in front of you so that you're able to see that data is different. In my current file, which was the first file that we added, we had around 20 tickets. All right. Now in the new file which we just downloaded from the drive, if you look at this file, the ticket starts from T21 and goes up to T38. All right. So it is a new file. Please download this file. And as a next step, what we will do, I will just give you this prompt. If you look at this prompt, it is exactly the same prompt. So your SOP is, for anybody who is doing this, copy that prompt probably from Notion like we did last time. Copy that from your prompt repository. Upload the new CSV which you received from your ticketing tool or any other tool that you are trying to create a dashboard out of. All right. Take that prompt, take that CSV and just put it on Claude and ChatGPT wherever you're using it. I'll just paste this prompt for you. This is exactly the same prompt which we tried earlier, but this time the difference will be when you go in chat, you will be starting a new chat. You don't do it in the previous chat. You start in a new chat. All right. This is my project previous chat. I'll go to my projects. I'll open my project. I'll start a new chat. This is my prompt. I will start a new chat. This is my old chat. I will start a new chat. All right. I will upload the new file this time. This time I will upload sample week next. The file which you just downloaded from your Google Drive or OneDrive. All right. That is sample week next. I am uploading that on Claude as well as ChatGPT, putting the exact same prompt which we tried earlier. All right. But in a new chat, and we are trying to generate the output. Just paste the same prompt. I have put it in chat. Paste the new CSV in a new chat and click on send prompt on ChatGPT as well as Claude. And let's see what you guys get as an output. If you guys get an output, I would request you to put on chat so that we understand, people are getting a similar output compared to what we have created. Give me, once you guys start receiving the output, start putting it in chat. All right. If you look at my screen, I have done the exact same thing, put in a CSV. This time the CSV is ticket 21 onwards and the prompt is exactly the same. Memory is new. One, memory is new. Second, chat is new. All right. Once you start receiving the output, I was request you to keep pasting the output. I see some of you already putting in outputs. That's good. So you have, I think, not pasted the prompt, Moreb. The prompt also I gave you. You will have to paste that prompt as well as the Excel sheet and click on send. Right now, I think you have not pasted the prompt and hence you have not received the output as expected. If you see my screen, I have already received executive summary. I have received a new table. Now, most important thing, you see the direction. All the people on my screen, you will be able to see this direction down, down, same, down, 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 down. You know what is this? This is your comparison. Sorry, this is your comparison with the memory of last week. Because we updated the memory file, it is able to compare with the output, compare the output with the previous output. All right. If we didn't have the memory, this comparison wouldn't have been possible. Does that make sense to everybody? Give me a thumbs up if you understand this. You are able to compare because of memory. I see a lot of people getting outputs. Next step, we will create the HTML again. Next step, we will create the HTML and tables also. Everybody who's raising hands, can you put your question in Q&A, please? Or in the chat, we will take all the questions. How many of you have been able to get this output? Okay, my Claude did not get it. I'll just quickly do that again. Sample next week. I'll paste my prompt. Okay, sample next week data. I pasted my prompt and I'm trying again. So you see, ChatGPT has given me an output. All right. Now, if you remember earlier what we did, after we got the output, we asked it to convert it into HTML. Just put in the same prompt again and give me the HTML screenshots that you guys received. Moise, which comparison? We basically updated the memory. We are doing it in ChatGPT for some people and Claude for some people because not everybody will have access to both in their systems. So we are just trying to do both, nothing else. So if you are using Claude, just do it on Claude. If you're using ChatGPT, just do it on ChatGPT. All right. Okay. All the people who have received the output, I have pasted the next prompt where we say we are asking it to create charts on HTML again exactly the same prompt. All right. And again, as a next step for the future, you will generate the memory file. But that is not now. First, let's create the charts. Okay. I'm putting this create the chart prompt in my ChatGPT, and I'll do the same in Claude once the output is there. Once people get the ChatGPT files, HTML files, I would request you to open them in Chrome. And if you can put screenshots, it will be great. We'll be able to understand, everybody is with us. Very nice. I see a similar output there. 18 tickets this time, 2 are open, average resolution time. I see open and close graphs. I see backend, DevOps, front end, uh, total tickets by the team. And once you hover on the pie charts, it is giving you numbers also. Very nice. Everybody who has received HTML files, can you just quickly please put it on the chat, the screenshot? Very nice. I see another screenshot. I see that the tickets have gone down in a chart. So if you remember, in your last file, you had 20 tickets, and in the new one, you have, I think, 18. So you are able to see a graph where the tickets are going down, which you would not see if there was no memory file. All right. So everybody who has received HTML outputs, can you just put it on chat? Open it in Chrome, put it on chats. People should see these things on your screen. So if you see my screen, I have shared all the outputs possible. These are the kind of outputs, and you can actually customize all these. You can give your own colors. You can tell ChatGPT that these are the outputs that I want, and always I want these outputs. Everything is customizable. Everything has to be put in your MD file. Again, I see great. I see 18 tickets. I see ticket by issue type. Since it's an HTML page, all of you will be able to scroll it also. If you open the HTML page, you will be able to scroll these pages. You see, you will be able to scroll all these pages. In fact, in one of my outputs, I was able to see, in this, I was able to filter also. If I say backend, it will only show me data of backend team. If I say front end, it will show me data of front end team only and nothing else. All right. It gave me filters also because I had mentioned that as one of the points in my MD file. All right. All teams, all the people who have been able to achieve HTML output, give me a thumbs up, please, so that we understand, we have all the people who are with us and we can move to the next point. Very nice. I see a lot of people giving a thumbs up here. Can you put it on screen, please? Maybe if you can put an image on chat to see how the graphs have been created on your screens. If you see my screen, these are the kind of graphs which I saw. My screen has on the right, okay, if you can open on Edge, or if you can open on any browser that you have on your machine, Mithali, any browser. All right. So on Claude, I was able to generate this bright output on the right hand side. On ChatGPT, the output which you see on the left. Okay. So Anubhav, that you can put in your layout specification, where you can say team wise graphs is what I want, comparison week wise, team wise, all those things can be put in dashboard specifications. So Parvesh, if you look at ChatGPT, this is what it will generate. All right. And Claude, once you give that HTML prompt, it will generate something like this. All right. So if you look at my screen right now, right hand side, I'll just expand this so that everybody is able to see. You see an overview. Then you see a tab called as team breakdown. It breaks down everything basis the teams. It says all tickets, wow comparison. All right. SLA breaches, ticket volume by teams, risk and actions. All right. So this is the kind of output Claude has been able to generate for me. All right. It gives me closure rates, etc. Everything. Everything is customizable. You have to just put that in your MD files. All right. I hope everybody understood how we use memory in LLMs, in Claude, ChatGPT. In Google, you have an option called as gems. You can use it in gems. So is this statement true for people now? I will be able to use LLMs with retained memory for upcoming data and prompts. Give me a yes in chat if you feel the answer is yes. If you feel the answer is no, even that is welcome. Please put it in chat. I'll be able to use LLMs with retained memory now, because from here we will move to an automation tool and we'll try to create an automation.